Ladies and gentlemen, today's news is so explosive, so unbelievable, that it's going to be talked about for decades, yes, decades in the world of professional football. The impossible has happened. Patrick Mahomes, the undisputed face of the Kansas City Chiefs, the quarterback who redefined modern football with his rocket arm, dazzling improvisation, and championship pedigree, has officially left the only team he's ever known and is now, as of this morning, a member of the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, you heard that right. Mahomes is a Cowboy. This move has sent seismic shockwaves through the NFL, causing fans, analysts, and players alike to drop their jaws in disbelief. This is not just a free agency move. This is not just a team looking to make a splash. This is a full-on, paradigm-shifting event in NFL history. And in today's video, we are going to break it all down: how it happened, why it happened, what it means for the Chiefs, for the Cowboys, for Mahomes, for the league, and for fans everywhere. So buckle up, because we are diving deep into the biggest story the NFL has ever seen. To truly grasp the magnitude of this move, we have to start by understanding just who Patrick Mahomes is in the context of NFL greatness. Since being drafted 10th overall in 2017, Mahomes has redefined what it means to be an NFL quarterback. From his first full season as a starter in 2018, where he threw for over 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns, Mahomes has not only broken records, he's shattered expectations. Under head coach Andy Reid, Mahomes turned the Kansas City Chiefs into a perennial Super Bowl contender. He led them to multiple AFC championships, back-to-back Super Bowl appearances, and of course, those unforgettable Super Bowl wins. His MVP-caliber performances became the norm. His off-platform throws, no-look passes, and unbelievable pocket awareness set a new standard for quarterback play. He was beloved in Kansas City, practically a deity in the eyes of Chiefs Kingdom. For years, fans and pundits believed Mahomes would be a Chief for life, a player destined to retire in red and white, his jersey retired, his statue standing tall outside Arrowhead Stadium. And yet, here we are. Mahomes is gone from Kansas City, and somehow, impossibly, he's now a Dallas Cowboy. So how did we get to this point? How does a franchise quarterback in the absolute prime of his career, under contract for over a decade, leave the team he helped build into a dynasty? According to sources close to the situation, the breakup wasn't sudden but rather a slow, simmering set of frustrations that finally reached a boiling point. While neither Mahomes nor the Chiefs organization have fully commented on the reasons behind the split, insiders have revealed that tensions began mounting last season. There were reported disagreements over offensive schemes, concerns about personnel decisions, especially on the offensive line and receiving corps, and growing friction between Mahomes' camp and certain members of the front office. Combine that with the immense pressure of carrying a team on his back year after year, and it's not hard to imagine Mahomes, a fiercely competitive athlete, beginning to question whether Kansas City was still the best place for him to win championships. Then came the rumors, just whispers at first, of potential unhappiness, of other teams quietly expressing interest, and finally, of Mahomes evaluating his long-term future. But still, no one expected this. No one expected the Kansas City Chiefs to actually release or even entertain the idea of trading the most valuable player in football. That was until this week, when the bombshell dropped. Reports emerged that Mahomes had formally requested to leave the team, seeking a new chapter, a new challenge. And not long after that, the stunning announcement was made: Patrick Mahomes would be joining the Dallas Cowboys. Enter Jerry Jones, the man who's never been afraid to roll the dice, to swing big, to make the headlines. The Cowboys' owner and general manager has spent the better part of the last 2 decades searching for the next true heir to Troy Aikman, the next quarterback to lead America's team back to Super Bowl glory. And now, with the addition of Mahomes, that dream might finally become reality. Jones reportedly offered Mahomes an eye-watering deal, one that would eclipse all previous contracts in NFL history. But beyond the money, what really attracted Mahomes to Dallas, according to those familiar with the negotiations, was the opportunity to become a legend in one of the league's most storied franchises. Imagine the legacy: winning in Kansas City, and then doing it again in Dallas? That's rarefied air. That's all-time greatness. At his introductory press conference at the Star in Frisco, Mahomes looked rejuvenated, even giddy, as he addressed the media. Wearing a crisp navy blue Cowboys hoodie, he smiled and said, "I've had a lot of amazing memories in Kansas City, and I'm forever grateful. But I'm ready for the next chapter. The Dallas Cowboys are an iconic franchise, and I'm here to win." And just like that, the Mahomes era in Dallas had officially begun. Already, Cowboys fans across the country are celebrating what feels like a miracle. Social media exploded the moment the news broke. Mahomes to Dallas trended worldwide. Cowboys players posted excited reactions, including CeeDee Lamb, who tweeted "Let's go," and Micah Parsons, who said, "Time to get rings." Even legends like Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin weighed in, praising the move as the moment everything changed. The atmosphere in Dallas is electric. Season ticket sales have skyrocketed. Jerseys are already flying off shelves. And training camp? It's expected to be the most highly attended in NFL history. With Mahomes at the helm, the Cowboys are instantly the favorites in the NFC. Their offense, which already featured playmakers like Lamb, Tony Pollard, and Jake Ferguson, now becomes a juggernaut. Defenses will have no answer for a quarterback of Mahomes' caliber operating behind one of the league's best offensive lines and supported by a coaching staff ready to unleash his full potential. But while the Cowboys are celebrating, the Chiefs are reeling. The loss of Mahomes is more than just the departure of a player, it's the end of an era. Arrowhead Stadium, once the loudest and proudest place in football, now faces an uncertain future. Chiefs fans are devastated. One fan on Reddit wrote, "This is worse than losing a Super Bowl. This is losing hope." The Chiefs front office now faces the unenviable task of finding a replacement for a generational talent, something that simply can't be done overnight. Backup quarterback Blaine Gabbert is not the answer, and although the draft offers prospects, none come close to what Mahomes brought to the table. Some are calling this the biggest miscalculation in sports history, while others speculate that the Chiefs might try to build through free agency or even make a blockbuster trade of their own. But let's face it, there is no replacing Mahomes. He wasn't just the best player on the team, he was the team. As for the league, this move alters everything. The AFC suddenly feels wide open. Teams like the Bengals, Bills, and Ravens now have a clearer path to the Super Bowl without Mahomes standing in their way. The NFC, on the other hand, just became a battlefield. The Eagles, 49ers, and Lions will now have to contend with a rejuvenated Cowboys team led by the most dangerous quarterback in football. TV networks are already scrambling to adjust their schedules. Expect primetime games galore, Mahomes in a Cowboys jersey as ratings gold. And of course, fans are already circling one date on their calendars: Cowboys vs. Chiefs. When that game happens, whether it's in the regular season or, dare we dream, in the Super Bowl, it will be the most anticipated showdown in modern NFL history. So what's next? For Patrick Mahomes, the mission is clear: win, and win big. He's not coming to Dallas to just sell jerseys or make headlines. He's here to build a legacy that will rival the greatest in sports history. If he can bring a Super Bowl title to the Cowboys, a team starved for championship success since the 1990s, he won't just be remembered as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He'll be remembered as a football immortal. And for Jerry Jones, this may be the move that finally justifies his endless quest to return the Cowboys to glory. After years of heartbreak, near misses, and quarterback controversies, he has his man. Now, the countdown to greatness begins. One thing is certain: the NFL will never be the same again. Mahomes in Dallas is not just a move, it's a revolution.